All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to day 3 of the IRIAM X Elgato event. My name is Browntul, and I'm the host of Browntul's IRIAM X Elgato event. And welcome to this room. And it's a redacted room for the most part. We got a gigantic green screen behind us. I'll talk a little bit more about that as we go throughout the show today. But welcome to my room. We haven't had this view since I did a birthday stream way back then. Probably 2020. Well, I don't even remember. It might have been 2023 or 2024. And, this type of layout that we have on Twitch is not a secret, I guess. Because I do turn on this face cam now and then to do these type of streams. Now, I will say, for those that are watching on IRIAM, and I do see people joining right now, you actually say hi to them. They're joining very slowly. As you can see here, Private Gallade has joined us on IRIAM. And so we're going to have this camera point here. This is the POV of what's like when I look at my IRIAM phone. You can see my face in the reflection. And I had to look back and forth. I'm not very used to this. And there's a second thing. You'll notice there's no PNG on the IRIAM stream. And that is because it turns out when you put on a face mask, you basically don't exist on there. I'm I wish I was joking, but quite literally my PNG does not work. And once I take off my face mask, the PNG works. So there you have it. There's the drums for that. We also see Mycena's Cottage has joined us on Twitch, and Murkrow Silverthorn has joined. So that should be the explanation. I quite literally have too many things on my face for the tracking to work on IRIAM. So maybe that is a precursor and a nudge and a wink wink to understand why this happens for those that are confused. Also, what's more important is the face cam. You see the face cam right there. And let's go ahead and point the camera at the face cam for those that are a little unfamiliar. We have 2 products. Both are discontinued. It turns out. The face cam. Oh wow. Okay, it's so bright that we can't even focus. The camera I'm using right now is not an Elgato camera. How do we solve this? I put my hand. Maybe we'll turn on the lights. We can use Elgato Control Center, and we can turn down the lights here, and we'll use the Stream Deck to do this a little later. But once we do that, you can see here. Yeah, there we go. It's a little better focused. This is the Facecam Mark II. Oh no, this is just the normal Facecam. I want to say it's the Facecam Mark II. Maybe someone can correct me on that. But there's different versions of the Facecam. This is the 1080p version, a normal camera. This is the Keylight Air, which you can set on your desk. Very bright right now. But you can see it's in warm colors, and there's a little pole that goes behind and sits way back there. So that's really cool. This camera is what you just saw, the one that's pointing straight at me. I do not do facecam streams, so this is incredibly awkward, because usually when I'm doing a simulcast between Twitch and IRIAM, you actually can see on the just right here, the phone is pretty much where the chat is. The chat's right there. Or actually, usually it's on my second monitor, so it would be right there. And you can kind of look in the same angle for that. But obviously, if you want to look straight at the camera, you would literally have to look at the camera. So it's kind of awkward and not recommended. And you probably wouldn't be multi-streaming like this often. So it may be a non-problem. On a low start, Kutagawa, nice to see you. And Ordinary Cherry has joined. Just a reminder for those that are joining on IRIAM, there's no face tracking because IRIAM literally cannot see my face. So I found this out literally 3 minutes before stream started, and I was like, well, I had to take off the face mask, or there's no PNG, and we're going with no PNG. Wink, wink. Read the thumbnail for more information and where you can go to see why I have a face mask on and why this actually matters. Drum. There we go. Good drums. Good drums. So, yeah. Also, the big joke right now, everyone. We're all in on this joke. I'm intentionally not saying very specifically why we're doing it like this for the IRIAM people. Y'all should learn why. Brown is real. Yes. Local Tooth Fairy has joined us on Twitch. I am in fact real, and it is in fact very socially awkward for me to look at this camera. Actually, it's going directly at the light. This is probably not even optimal. If you look at this, it is. I should be blinded. Quite literally. Now there are in the old days there was a ring light from Elgato, and trying to focus here. I don't think this camera likes the light, but in the old days there was a little ring light, and then you could put the camera on the mount, and so you'd have the lighting pointing at you. I think the TikTokers do that now. They have like a selfie stick, and then the selfie stick has the little ring light behind it, and then they point it at them. They go like, "Check out my new product," and then they clap. But I'm not like that, so I actually just opened TikTok. I've had a TikTok account. I posted on there a couple times, and then I turned it off for like a year. So I think I need to get some TikTok tips if I ever start posting on there again. But I decided to make the profile public. You won't see anything on there, no videos at all. It's just my name. But you can follow on TikTok if you like. Maybe there'll be an IRL Browntul something. Not sure. Well, let's go ahead and get started. So as you can see on Twitch, we do have a green screen that literally covers everything. And I want to show you as proof. We have point. This is kind of impossible. Focusing here. We point very far down there. That is in fact an Elgato logo. So the more you know. Just in case y'all didn't know that this is in fact Elgato. If I look like really down here, I don't know what else to tell you. That is in fact a green screen. If I pull down the green screen, there's a lot more things to dox behind me. So that would be a problem. So let's just leave at the fact that that is a green screen. But we can learn a little bit more on the website. And look at all these people that are excited about the different angles of BrowntulStar. Y'all are very excitable people. Let's take a look. Elgato.com is the home for all your needs, and here's actually a use case of what you use a camera here. This is the prompter. I don't have a prompter, so I actually don't even know if I can fit a prompter on here. But we have the, would it be under camera? Maybe it's under more. We're looking for green screen. Here's the green screen, and it's a green screen. There's not focus lines. Wait, I don't even see the focus lines. Thank you for the focus lines, Teeth. I appreciate that. Awa. Just for you. Oh, and there are banned words. Did you want to ban a word? It was 200 points. Let me know. So here's the green screen, and it works as you expect. There's like a little cross mechanism in the back, and the logo here for Elgato, and it works well. We'll talk about the software a little later, and Yeah, so it just works. It's a straightforward green screen. There's Awa. Thank you for the Awa, Star Kudagawa. Nice to see you on IRIAM. And Awa, more Awas. Instant immersion. Right, the green screen combined with a key light with the even amount of light distribution across the screen really helps with the immersion. And we've got a lot of other examples right here of people's setups. But I think the big thing is actually the big green screen that you can get. Here's the green screen XL. It's a little wider, and the way that it stands up, you see an example here on the screen, is the feet. This is better actually. You see the feet on the bottom. That helps it stand upright. The green screen back here actually is really high up, and when you pull it all the way up, it kind of like sticks there. So there's a little different angles that you can, I guess, different lengths that you can raise it up to, but it goes pretty high. I feel like it's like 6 feet. There's probably tech specs on here that prove this. Let's see, tech specs. We even compare the green screens. So you can see the differences right here. The tallest is around 200 centimeters, which is 78.8 inches. That's about right. Well, actually, that's a little bit more than 6. Well, that's the width. The width is 200. The height is 182 centimeters, which is around 72 inches, which is 6 feet. So this pretty much has you covered for the most part. And it's made of polyester. So it's a really good green screen. And so I have this green screen for whenever I have to do some sort of work meeting, and I just kind of tilt up this Facecam and have it point toward the green screen, and then I just crop out the green screen and call it a day with that if I have to chroma key out the green screen. Oh, that's gonna be the fun part. We don't even have any backgrounds. I guess we're gonna have to download the backgrounds, but it's the ultimate zoom setup. It kind of is. I'm not gonna lie. It's a good zoom setup though. The Facecam in itself actually being only 1080p is the downside. They do have a 4K version, and Elgato recommends that you get the Facecam 4K and shrink it down to 1080, and then you'd have the most crisp 1080p video quality that you're looking for. However, you do need a USB 3 port because you need the speed of the camera. So that's something to think about when you do something like that. Try to get like a camera that is higher resolution, and then you downscale it for higher quality. And you're just taking a look at the what we're trying to do next here. We got some notes, and let's go ahead and just mess around with the camera hub. I think that's the next step here. So shall we? Let's do some camera hub stuff. So first I need to do this. And Acelis has joined us on IRIAM. Nice to see you. Let's go to here. So, we're gonna go open Camera Hub from the taskbar, and as you can see, the preview actually matches across my what's in OBS right now and what is on here. So that part's really cool. I'm gonna hide the picture-in-picture so you won't get too confused here. So this is me. This is literally me. Now, let's say that you didn't really like the cropping. Like, you want the green screen, but you don't want this part right here. That might be excessive. So, what I would do is I would use this framing feature, as you can see, and the framing feature allows me to zoom in and crop the image This is very effective when using a Facecam 4K. And now I have cropped myself in the middle, and now my Facecam, you see right there, Facecam perfectly in the green screen. You would have no idea what my room looked like at all. Perfectly cropped, and you can tell what it's like when it's on higher resolution. You can also tell here, this is more of a user issue, but we're using a USB 2 cable for this. You should use USB 3, but this computer can barely handle USB 3, which is unfortunate because I have to pick between the capture card or the camera, and I decided to put the camera back there. It does work on USB 2, so for those that are a little bit wary about it, you can use USB 2 with the Facecam, but you will have a little bit lower of an image quality. It will cap at 1080 if you use the 4K camera using the MJPEG format. Where's the hat from? It's from Asia. It is an overseas gift. It was a very nice gift that was provided. So I don't know where it was from exactly, but it's overseas, and it has the panda on it. I do like pandas and turtles, but pandas are cute too. What's even more cool is we have the face tracking. So if I click on this, you see I'm like moving around. It automatically follows my face. It works, yeah. And it works even better when you have the green screen. Now, maybe I just want it to be set to this angle. And I have some presets here, so I can hold down on the A, and I have saved a preset for A. And let's say that I want an angle that's like, I don't know, my Cena's Cottage sends me a Shrek emote, and then I get scared. So I need to do a big dramatic zoom in and be like, how dare you? So it looks like I do that right here. And I'm going to save that in preset B. And now I can go between A and B. Angle A, angle B. Angle A, angle B. Ooh, and that's an instant zoom. And you can set that onto your stream deck, which we'll do in a bit. And that will lead to some very dramatic effects. Let's say. Now you can adjust some of the contrast here. Now there's a lot of ways you can go about this, but I'd like to turn up the light first. So we're gonna transition a little bit. We're gonna jump between camera hub and control center when we try to get the right angles. And you can see that when we turn up the key light air, this is the brightness. You get a lot clearer of an image. I am also blinded, but it's it works for the Facecam image. And we can adjust the temperature, right? More warm lighting, or cooler lighting might work better for this green screen. And I like to use the warm lighting as a desk light, so I have it at a lower lighting. But for the face, sometimes you have to turn up really high. Gotta compensate for the lighting in the room. And so you pick what is appropriate for this. But if you are not confident, then you can adjust these other settings here. We have the contrast. So, higher contrast, lower contrast, saturation. Grayscale so that we can really emphasize how disappointed I am. We have the sharpness or blur. You can kind of tell the difference here. Maybe a little bit. You have to turn up your resolution on the stream to really tell the difference with this. And there's a vibrancy. I guess I'm blushing now, or I'm sunburned. I don't really know what that is, but you can set it up to your liking based off of the picture. And then, of course, the exposure the same way. A lot of different settings with the average, center, and spot metering. If you want to use that as a method of controlling that. And of course, turning off automatic means you can adjust the shutter speed and the ISO. It's actually very, very. I mean, if you're crazy enough to do this, the point is you can adjust it like this. So that is the very cool part of the exposure section. We got It's Little Wasabi that has joined us. Hello from Twitch, showing off the Facecam in the IRIAM X Elgato event. You've joined us right when we're talking about the camera hub. This is the white balance right here, and we have noise reduction. So sometimes there's like a little bit of a noise in the background, and we can actually adjust this higher. You can even turn it off if you want, if you have the optimal lighting, but you can see very precise adjustments can be done with the processing. What does your hat say? It says pretty baby panda, party panda, because we love pandas here. It's a really nice panda. And let's go and well, at least we can show you if we go to the Facecam scene here. We have just set up our Facecam. It is perfect. It is great. I think it's Little Wasabi is enjoying this very much. This is a rare type of Twitch stream, but a very informative stream, especially for the fact that I'm actually using the Facecam as a Facecam and not as a not as a number one Brown fan. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. You know, it's Little Wasabi seems to be a very, very big fan of us here on the program. So yeah, so as you can see, it works directly in OBS. No other changes needed. It would just work directly upon me changing it in the camera hub right there. So good. We got some others joining us on IRIAM. We have Rosaldia and 2% that have joined us. Hello to our wonderful people. And they have set up in here. Let's say hello to our friends. You can't see this. Let's say hello. Very close right here. One of our friends that have joined us on IRIAM. Now remember, we have some incentives for the event. And this is the live angle of how I look at this. And we have the rewards on the pinned message on Twitch or in my IRIAM bio. IRIAM.elgato.browntullstar.com. How do I stream on IRIAM? You're watching it right now. You can learn by example. 2% milk. Yes, and Raz is here saying hello. W production as always. Thank you very much, Wasabi. Really appreciate you. Is this for the Elgato Stream Deck? Yes, so if we win the Donathon that's happening on IRIAM, we will add another Stream Deck to the family. You see, we have a spaceship in front of us. But more importantly, we will get the faceplate for the Stream Deck Mark II. And this is where we, not only do I get one, but 9 other people will get one. It'll be cool. We're gonna have a design, put a design on a faceplate, and then we are going to pretty much, if you're lucky, you can have a turtle Stream Deck design on your the faceplate on the cover. Hopefully that makes some sense. But you have to win the Donathon. And if we take a look at the leaderboard right now, we are up there. So 26,000. Oh, you can't even see this because, see, this is not an Elgato Facecam that I'm pointing here. So therefore, I blame this. Also, we're not recording on IRIAM today because there's nothing to see. Usually I record the streams. We'll record the future streams. But you can see we're at 26,244 points. And we need to be top 2 to win. For those that don't know IRIAM math, just take the number divided by 100 and then put USD in front of it. That's how far we are in the Donathon. but we have to be top 2, and that's why IRIAM is so. That's why. Oh well, it paused a little bit, but IRIAM is so interesting because of how you can get a lot of money in a donathon and not win the event. And so I feel like there's a lot of opportunity to be like, oh well, we didn't win, but we can take the money and do something interesting with that. So I'm not here for the money though. I'm here to talk about the special partnership that we have between IRIAM and Elgato. And IRIAM and Elgato came up with an agreement, a 12-month agreement, where they will give away a Elgato product every month, and you can enter, no questions asked. You don't even need to be an IRIAM viewer, but if you sign up for the giveaway every month, you too can go home with a Stream Deck, just like Wasabi, who doesn't have one and might be able to get one. Big opportunities there. 2% on IRIAM says you can give me the money, I'll take it off your hands for free. Now that's how fraud works. Let's not commit fraud. That would be a little evil. Oh, and Lil Wasabi has joined us on IRIAM. Hello to Lil Wasabi. Hope you enjoy your time in the Elgato event. Now you'll notice there's no face tracking because I literally have a face cam. It cannot track my face if I have a face cam. So be it. But I mean, I don't even know what shows up. Oh, it does work. Wait a second. How interesting is? Would you have to lean back? Okay. Well, a part of my face does work. Apparently, or does it just need to see my glasses? Is that the case here? But yeah, it's very inconsistent when you have too many things on your face. That's okay. So be it, right? Because we are talking about the face cam today. How do I give you points? Well, if you see on the bottom of the screen, there's a gift button. And when you press that, there's a bunch of different gifts that you can send. And if you don't have enough points, then you need to purchase them. And the conversion rate is 100 points equals $1. And just to show you what the incentives are, here it is on the screen. We have the... Oh, there it is. There's a sunbathing Shirasu. Thank you, little Wasabi. And if you donate 1,000 points, your name gets added to the IRIAM banner for this month, maybe next month. It might take a while for me to finish that, so we'll leak it into July. And then 2,000 points by the end of the event will get you the scuffed profile picture where I will draw your profile picture, but it's scuffed, just like the one that's shown on the screen. Those are the rewards, but that's how the gifts work. Now, not everyone has IRIAM, so for legal reasons, if Dan Clancy is watching this stream, I'm not committing crimes. There are channel point equivalents to this. If you have enough channel points, you can redeem a profile picture. And if you watch for 2 hours on Twitch, you will get an exclusive badge and flex the badge on my stream forever. It's a really cool reward, and I hope you will enjoy that. It's 1 gift sub or watch for 2 hours. I think a couple of people have it already. Acellus is one of the first people that got it. Celeste got it yesterday. So we have a couple of people that do have that Twitch badge, and I hope you'll be able to use that as a dedication to the fact that you actually do watch the Twitch stream. 2 hours is all it takes to get that free reward for you. So that's super awesome. Oh, thanks for the kawaiis, Lil Wasabi. So kawaii. Hello, Kenny. Welcome. I'm say hello to Kenny on IRIAM. Let's go to the next step, okay? We don't have too much time. We do have a work meeting, so this is already set up for a work meeting in an hour and a half. But for now, we're just going to do some funny effects. And let's go there right now. Here's the effects section. And you can see on the screen here, we have a couple of backgrounds. And the backgrounds are powered by NVIDIA Broadcast. So if you have an NVIDIA GPU, it is perfect for you. And I just want to show you, actually, if we zoom out on this, so let's go back to default. Zoom out to letter C here. So this is my default camera, right? It's full on everything. There's even some stuff in the background. You have my Killjoy backpack right here. You have my bed. You have my jacket. Like, it's not even in the green screen. So this is very important. If we go here, let's say I want to set a blur. Everyone wants to set a blur before their work meeting. So, and yes, that is the little backpack right here. You see that? The jacket, and this is a little backpack. So that is the full Killjoy setup. But now I'm going to blur it, because I don't want people to be focused on that. So if we hit blur, it's blurred. Look at that. It doesn't even recognize the background, like the green screen or anything. It's just blurred. It's perfect. With the great lighting. Oh no, the jacket is not, it's a puffer jacket, yes. The backpack is on there. But you can see that the blur works directly. It recognizes it straight off of the camera. Through the Camera Hub software, thanks to the power of NVIDIA video effects. We have a couple other ones. So now we're in our office. We got Wing Lee joining us on Twitch. Nice to see you. Got another office right here. And it just works. You know, remember the old days where you had to find like a software that could give you these backgrounds, or maybe you're on Google Meet and Google Meet only gives you some backgrounds, or the organization provides you some backgrounds, but you always had to set something up for every single software, and it didn't always provide it to you. Thanks to Elgato Camera Hub, you can just use this directly. So, with all of this, we have a nice little beach background. This is probably where Wasabi is right now. This really nice resort. Gigantic Mac in front. Beautiful. We have the news. If you're playing Tomodachi Life, this is the me news. And it goes on and on. This is like a little space, I guess. But let's say that let's go back to this one. Let's say I wanted my own, right? So I could add my own. We have a couple of pre-installed backgrounds. We can go to the marketplace and literally get them. I'm not logged in though. Hold on. Let's log in first. Let me view the marketplace. It will. Okay. So let's take a look, everyone. So we have the marketplace where we can add our own backgrounds, and we can start with the free ones. Milkpack TV has some, and all we're gonna do is press get, and it's gonna open in Camera Hub. So now we've clicked on that, and let's see here. It's currently added, or maybe this is the ones that are included. But oh, it's downloading right here. You see, downloads completed. The 5 backgrounds. And oh, interesting. Well, let's see. Marketplace downloads. Okay, there it is. So yeah, it's downloaded into this folder. We have some animated backgrounds, and oh, we got a coffee shop. Let's do the coffee shop and see what that looks like. So we double click on that. Boom. Coffee shop. Perfect. And it's animated in the background. See, this is my type of vibe. I really like the warm lighting here. And let's say that we, not warm enough lighting. So you want to match that. We use Control Center to control our key light air, or equivalent software, equivalent hardware, that is, since they no longer sell the key light air. But they have other key lights that have this control with the warmth. And now I have the I'm in the coffee shop. It's perfect. Yeah, great. Look at all these birds in the background. Let's do the cyberpunk one. So we go here. Cyberpunk. And let's go to cyberpunk. And that looks like cyberpunk. Yeah. Very, very close. Very, very nice. I know Cyberpunk 2077 doesn't own the entire theme, but it does look like the series. I know that's getting very popular with the Woo-Wah collab lately. We got Wing joining us on IRIAM. It's nice to see you. Let's adjust the lighting for this too. I think this is a more cooler lighting. And look, my face adjusts to that. It's perfect. And you know, maybe we want to maybe we want to add like our own background. So you know, I haven't tried this. We're gonna see what happens here. But and this is literally me doing this on the fly. We're gonna add a custom one. So I want to click on. We'll see if this works. Add background file, and we're gonna add. Oh well. Oh, we have Asa. Okay, let's add Asa as our background, and now we can show off that we like Asa GVT right there in the background. Look at that. This is a low quality photo though. It's not doing justice. Let me see if I can do justice with another photo, perhaps. I have in my downloads folder. Oh, so we have Snart joining us on IRIAM. Nice to see you. We're live on Twitch and IRIAM. I have a face mask on, so the tracking doesn't work on IRIAM. Wink, wink. Twitch might be very interesting to you. Exclusive content. I'm gonna take the Yumi Subaru photo that I just downloaded, and I'm gonna save as a JPEG. There's Subaru you see on the screen. I'm gonna save Suchan. Thank you for the 6 Snart. Appreciate you very much. So inspirational. Saving this as Yumi Subaru PNG. Okay, and let's go ahead and add this again. So we're gonna click on the add button and add background file. And now, oh, okay, that's half of Yumi Subaru. That's not all of Yumi Subaru. let's fix that. So that's the one thing you can't really adjust the. I mean, ideally you want to do it by like 1920 by 1080. But I'm gonna save it like this, and maybe. Oh, can I adjust it from here? Probably not. Let's try it again. So let's bring it up. Subaru. Oh, I don't think it's That's interesting. Thanks for the wing. Okay, well, I guess it's just not meant to be. Oh, does it remember it from here? Let me rename the file. I think it's loading from cache here. You know, we always have technical difficulties when we do a Facecam stream. Oh, it's loading from here. That's why. I want this one. There it is. Perfect. So as you can see on the screen right now, Suchan. Oh, Suchan's right here on the screen, and I can't avoid Suchan ever. This is the future right here. If anything, I should be putting on the Yumi Subaru Student Scoops hoodie, but that might be too much work. I gotta say, a little too much work. I'm like looking at the camera angle here to be like, I mean, I can be like, oh, what's this? No, that doesn't work. I have to point my finger like there. Look, it's Suchan. So, there you have it. That is the custom backgrounds. Now we have a comment from It's Lil Wasabi on Twitch. Dang, I kind of want this camera. Well, you can get this camera. That's the good part, and I want to show you on the website here. So we have the camera section on Elgato.com, and there's different hardware for different names. We have CamLink and CamLink Pro, which lets you connect your existing camera in an optimal way. And we also have the 3 different webcams that they have, including Facecam Neo and Facecam and Facecam 4K. Now I have the Facecam. Let's take a look at the Facecam. This is a premium 1080p camera. It is $140 retail, and as you can see, it does mount directly on the it does mount directly on the top here. So if we look at this external camera, that it's right there, this face cam, and mounts right on top of your monitor. Works very well. It has a privacy shutter, so if I close it right here, oh, we got a follow here from Cat Dragons. It's nice to see you. Y'all should stay tuned for more information about a collaboration that I'm doing with Cat Dragons, as well as all the other creators that have joined the Cat Dragons merch collaboration. This is a very rare stream, Cat. This is immersion break. You have joined the immersion break stream. But I very much appreciate you being here for our IRIAM X Elgato special week. Hashtag ad, hashtag sponsored. Talking about the face cam right now. You see the face cam right here. And we have Ash Blossom that has joined us as well. It's nice to see you. Hello, Ash. Joining us on Twitch. So this face cam Mark II is a very high quality camera. It works on USB 2, USB 3. And just put it on top of your monitor. This is actually the key light that I have as well. So that works very well. And then we have the 4K version. This is $200, so a little bit higher, but it captures in 4K. And once again, you can shrink it down to 1080p or use it as a desk camera. It's beautiful. You see a little bit closer look here. And right away, you can put it on top of your camera, and it works. It is so awesome. Or maybe you just want the Facecam Neo, which also has a privacy shutter on here. And this is $60. You can enter the Elgato ecosystem for just $60 using the Neo line. And it's a sleek white color. You see right here, very beautiful. Works on your Mac laptop as well. Your MacBook, and 1080p quality. So if this doesn't convince you to get an Elgato face cam, I mean, we're in a very good shape. Let's go back and look at the a little bit more effects here. So for those that are just joining us on Twitch and IRIAM, I see that we have Mika-san and Luke that have joined us there. It's nice to see you all. There's no tracking on IRIAM, because we're doing a face cam stream on Twitch, and I have a million things on my face that doesn't let it work. But we do have really special effects. We just did a cyberpunk one earlier, right here, which is great. Wing Lee says, there's no such thing as too much work for Humi Subaru. That's very true. But let's say, what should we add? Are there any other backgrounds that we should add that you in the chat would like to add onto my face cam? And for those that are just joining us on Twitch, like, see how effective it is to, we turn off the background and we turn on the background. The green screen doesn't even matter. It recognizes my face and it covers everything directly. It's so great. What was the other background we had? I think it was this one. So all of that is covered, and we can upload our own backgrounds, which is the best part of it all. We actually have a let's see if we can get some Ash Blossom Girl art. Actually, we do have the art. I will have to download it from my... Ooh, this may not work, though. Let's see. So we did learn that we have to make the background the color... Well, the colors don't matter, but the size does matter. So let's see if this works. Okay, so I'm going to download this photo. And for those that haven't seen this art, it's a beautiful art. Look at this. This is me and Ash Blossom to celebrate Ash's IP goal. How do we describe this to the Twitch viewers that don't know this? On IRIAM, there's a program where you can get your own model, and then if you stream enough hours, you gain access to your IP. And this is but that's a different arts. This arts is the one where Ash actually debuted on VGen, and you can now commission Ash on VGen, and this was one of the art pieces to celebrate that. Drawn by someone else. This was drawn by Motiuma3, Motiuma 3. Oh, I think we just lost the camera. We'll get the camera back in shortly. And I just want to adjust this image. Let's see if I can get, because this image is not perfectly. Let's just try this. Okay, so I'm gonna save an image here, and let's add the image. So add background file, and we have saved the image of Ash, and here it is, right there. Now I can. It's Ash Blossom, pointing straight back right there. Truly fantastic. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Turbopon. So now I can say that Ash is right here, and the lighting is a little bit off, but once again we can use Control Center to adjust our lighting. Maybe warmer lighting colors for this, and go a little brighter. Now we can match the colors here. And now this is my background that I can use on anything that requires this as my face cam. I can use this as the I can use this as my virtual camera for Zoom calls, for Discord, for OBS, as you can see right here. Just taking a look at my Twitch stream just to see this myself. That looks like me. You can even do a full screen actually right here. So this is my normal stream. Hello everyone, nice to see you. We're gonna talk about this and that. Oh no, there's a work meeting. Hi everyone. Yeah, here I am at work. Okay, work is over. And back to this. You can jump back and forth, and I think that's really cool. Really cool. So it doesn't convince you to get the Elgato Facecam. I'm not sure what will convince you, but it is fantastic. So yeah, so we'll take some questions from the chat. We have some people that are in IRIAM that have no idea what I'm talking about for the last hour. But all the people on Twitch definitely have seen what is happening. I'll take some questions on anything. I can't talk about the prompter. The prompter is GG on that one because we don't have a prompter. So you got a coupon? No. So how do I describe this? This is an IRIAM X Elgato collaboration, but I'm not an Elgato ambassador. The only way Elgato can possibly sponsor me is if I win the Donathon, which right now we're in first place, but who knows, right? If we're not top 2, then we don't get the Stream Deck. AKA free advertising. This is free advertising. But there are people that, like a couple of my colleagues, they are Elgato ambassadors or partners. If you go to their streams and they are an Elgato partner, you can use their code, and I believe you get a percentage off, or they get a percentage of their proceeds, something like that. You can learn a little bit more by going to their streams and kind of asking them about it. But I don't have a code. Imagine though. Now there are many ways that you could get a code. Obviously, IRIAM and Elgato have a 12-month partnership, so stay tuned for the next giveaway for this month. But Elgato also does giveaways now and then on their own Twitch stream. If you go to twitch.tv/Elgato, then you will be able to possibly get a free Stream Deck item. But that one's more of a raffle. But you know, there is a I think there is a exciting part about this event for me because even though I'm not an Elgato ambassador, I feel like there's so many items that we can look at. Like just look right here. Quite literally. We have well, we don't have the microphone. This is a blue snowball. But we have the Stream Deck Mini, Stream Deck Plus, Stream Deck Mark II, a Facecam, a light, a capture card. So that's like 6 things, you know. But they're all useful in some way, and I think that's why I do trust Elgato with a lot of things. Although in actuality, the things that I do with Elgato, it varies, right? I'm not gonna have, no offense to Ash, I'm not gonna have Ash in my background half the time because the camera is actually used as a desk cam. So, it's not as exciting, but you can do so many things with something like this. And so if you ever stream with a camera like this, or you have a powerful computer that can do these type of supports the backgrounds with video effects. Oh, the one thing we didn't talk about was the LUTs, the loots as I call them. See different little effects, right? A vivid boost. Now, actually, it would be better for me to do this with the, I guess, no background. So here it is, normal background. And turn on a couple of other these things. So there's a lot of different effects. You can also get more effects from the marketplace. There's some pre-installed ones. So you can just import your very own effects and it will work on the stream as well. So and you also have AR effects, which I don't really have much of, but you can turn it on. Look at this. Okay, this one's a little trippy. Here, we'll turn on the blur so you can kind of get a little more focus. But when you turn on eye contact, it looks like I have eye contact with you. I'm not looking at you. Well, it's a hit or miss, but look at this. Look, quite literally, it's as if I'm having full eye contact with you. If it detects my, I think you just have to look close enough to the camera. The use case for this AR effect is if you have the prompter behind the camera, and your eyes just have to be close enough to the camera. If you don't have a prompter, you have like an iPhone or something, click on top, and you're using that as your prompter. Your eyes just have to be close enough. So pretty cool AR effect right there. But yeah, this is what we've got. So we'll take a little break here. I'm gonna take a little break with my face actually, and I would love to answer any questions that you all have on the Facecam before we go on to our next segment, which is linking it up with our Stream Deck. So, do we have any questions? This is also totally not me drinking water, which means I have to take off the mask. Yes. Good water. It is feeling very hot in here, though. I think there's too many cameras on. This setup is not meant to be as it is. So, compared to other webcams, how do you like it? Asks It's Little Wasabi. Well, this webcam does work. I've had other cameras before where actually, I mean, how do we do this comparison without doxing myself? The hand cam that you saw earlier was the Razer Kiyo Pro. And, it's a good camera. It has focus and stuff. The Razer software hasn't always worked for me. So, it's not always the greatest. But the Elgato Facecam works really well for me. And I don't know if it's because if it's a smaller profile, it is more rectangular versus the circle of the Kiyo Pro. And before that, I had a Temu camera, which was not good. at all. It had no white balance. So my only comparison I can make is with the Razer Keel Pro, but I think the Facecam does work very well. It seems to work well without any of this stuff applied. Like, I know this doesn't do it justice. Let's go here. If I turn off everything, like, this is the quality. So, but then, I don't know, Twitch will probably make it blurry, so I don't know. I think it works well. And you don't really need to have, see, here's one thing we can do too. Actually, no, we can't. I was gonna say that we could try to use another camera, but I think it's only Elgato Facecam that lets you do this, or use the camera hub features. So, which is all this stuff right here, right? I have multiple cameras plugged in, but it's just this one that works. So, but the software is very good. I mean, face tracking is good. When I zoom in, what was it? This one? it works. It works. Yeah. So, software is very easy to use, and I personally like it. Of course, this is IRIAM X Elgato week, so I like every Elgato product. Other cameras are good too, and that's why they want us to get something like a here. Let's go open the website again. There's the cam link. So you take a look at this right now. Let's go with the cam link 4K. Okay, here it is. And it's a USB device that takes in your camera through HDMI. And so you can bring your own camera and add it to your workflow. And it just works. Any camera that has an HDMI out, plug it into Camlink, and it works. Got Ash Blossom joining us. Nice to see you. How are you doing today? So, and it's only $100 for the Camlink 4K. There is a normal version that's not 4K. It's the Camlink Pro. But this one's the PCI version, and then it takes in a bunch of HDMI inputs, and this is like the Elgato capture card on crack, quite literally. 4 HDMI inputs. You can capture your Xbox, your Switch 2, your PS5. Well, that's not what it's meant to be used as. It's meant to be to plug in 4 cameras, but you have people that have multiple setups and multiple cameras, and you don't want to use one of your USB plugs for that, and this is perfect for that. So, very interesting, right? But there's a price point for everyone, and that's why the you can get one refurbished, or you can get one of those from the Neo line. The Neo line is beautiful. It's got a nice, beautiful, brighter theme, the light theme, and it's a good starting point for a lot of people. Very portable, and the price is very affordable. And so you can get a Game Capture Neo, Facecam Neo, Wave Neo. Right, the Neo line is a very affordable and very serviceable line that y'all can look towards. So, and Wasabi says my $60 old Elgato capture card works just fine. Well, yeah, and that's perfect. Elgato doesn't support the old ones as much now. We've moved on to the 4K capture line, but the HD60, HD60S, and HD60X are still very serviceable devices. And we'll talk a little bit more about the game capture when we go to the Saturday, where we play Mario Kart on stream, and we're gonna show the capture card. We have an HD60S. Oh my goodness. HD60X, not S. There's a difference. But the HD60X plugs into my computer through the USB 3 port. And you just gotta plug in the HDMI switcher, and it just works. It's really great. Okay, so with that being said, let's go to our next topic. We got maybe half an hour here to do this. Also, it's really hot because the computer, you can hear the computer's working a little bit harder now because we're streaming. But we got this light that does heat up, so that is something to consider, right? Light will generate heat, so you do have to be wary of the heat. So let me go ahead and get set up here and drink some more water, thanks to local Tooth Fairies redeems. And I'm going to set up my screen here so we can do this part that I want to do. So let's see. So I need to open the Stream Deck software for you all. To the Stream Deck Plus. And okay, so we're ready. Let's take a look now. And so here I am. So we have the camera hub as usual. And then you have the Stream Deck Plus. We have nothing on the Stream Deck. And let's bring in the pip here to show that in fact we have nothing on this Stream Deck Plus. So, obviously we're probably not gonna. Hell yeah! Thank you, Snark. Thank you very much. I know there's nothing to see on IRIAM, so I very much appreciate your support of the audio stream here on IRIAM. You take a look here at the screen. We have a blank Stream Deck Plus. Now, with the camera hub plugin, we can do a lot of things. Different backgrounds, different effects. We even have prompter controls, which is a newer feature. And I think that's I wish we can present this in a way like you can press the button, the prompter scrolls, but alas, we don't own a prompter. But we can change the background. So let's throw in a background right here. And we had the coffee shop, right? And then we can have another one that's like nothing. Or blur, maybe. You blur. So we have these two options added here. And if I press the button, background. Right there. You can change your background directly from your Stream Deck using the Camera Hub plugin. So that button did a wonderful job. Blur goes back to blur. And interesting, I think they both apply actually. So yeah, see right there. On, off, very easy. Let's say that you wanted to adjust the camera. And you can adjust things like the zoom. And you have a little slider for the zoom. So let's say that you wanted a slider for +1, -1. So I can press this button and it zooms in, as you can see here. And I can set the step to be a little higher. So like 10% maybe. 10%, -10%. And zoomed in. Just with the power of Stream Deck. It works as a slider. Press the button, it zooms in. I'm looking for the... I don't know if they have a stand. I'm looking for the one where it does the preset. Is it the... see, this part is a little bit new to me. It's not this one. Which one? Effect, refocus, display, real time. Set, it should be set camera. Let me see. Frame presets. There it is. So we set some frame presets earlier, if you remember. A, B, and C. C is default, as you can see right here. But if I press the button, A, B, C, if I press A, there it is. Default zoom in here. If I press B, that was the one where I used to say, how dare you, Mycena's Cottage, for being evil. Kaboom. Zoom back out. Oh, I need my soundboard. So let me set that up real quick. Get that soundboard back up. So I can press the button. There we go. But you see the zooms that are happening here? All preset in advance in the Camera Hub app. And you can see the zoom automatically adjusts here as well. Can you order me a latte, please? No. Anyways. So, see, it's perfectly centered in the camera now. Very, very good camera. All that is configured properly. And, of course, you can adjust the zoom after that, beyond that. So, and in fact, the zoom does remember. See, if you set a pan and tilt to be a specific spot, when I do the zoom in, it does zoom in directly into that area that I had set up. So that part's also really cool. Yeah, take that, Mycena's Cottage. Just for that, we're changing the background. What other background should we use? We had the Ash Blossom background. And look, Ash actually shows up on the Stream Deck. You see this? It is quite literally Ash. Let me press this button. And there's Ash. Oh, wow. And Mycena's Cottage has gifted a sub. Thank you very much. I very much appreciate it. So you will now get the exclusive Twitch badge, which will be in your account within the next 24 hours. Congratulations on that. And you can apply it in your Twitch settings. It should be on by default. Congratulations, even though you denied me a latte. See, Mycena's Cottage actually is now #1 on the gift sub category. And remember, the top gift subber also gets... Well, let's just make sure. Top 1 Twitch sub gifter will get a custom designed BrowntulStar's Stream Deck faceplate. I'm sure Mycena's Cottage will find a lot of use for that. So, thanks to the 1 gift sub, Mycena's Cottage is ahead of the game. And that's also worth 250 points, which I guess we'll try to add that to the list. I haven't really been counting the Twitch points. I've been counting more of the IRIAM points. We'll see if we can get to that point. I'm gonna use it to decorate the thing I definitely own. If only you entered the event. I'm kidding. You can't even enter the event. All you Twitch people are missing out. Download IRIAM right now in the iOS App Store and Google Play Store. You'll get your opportunity. But as you can see here, with the Camera Hub and with Stream Deck, everything just works. Everything is right in front of me. And you can even do stuff, I believe, with Camera Hub right here. So you can set the zoom. Oh, this is really slow actually. Let's do it like this. So the zoom works with the knob. You see I'm rotating the knob right now. And it is zooming. Very cool. And now the light is actually burning my eyes right now. So I can use Control Center. And I can adjust the brightness and adjust the temperature of the light. It has been added. I rotate. The brightness goes down. Ooh, dark lighting. And the Facecam automatically adjusts to the low lighting. You can see a little bit of artifacts, but it does make my face visible. So, yet another reason for its little wasabi to get this Facecam. Automatic adjustment to the lighting, no matter the situation. You can even change the lighting here. You can kind of tell that my face is different colors. Adjusting this right here. It's right there, right in front of me. It's very cool. Here, we'll even take a look. If you look up at the lights right here, and we'll do the adjustment. Big lights. And we got bright lights, a warm light and cool light, that is. So all that's really cool. And how long did that take? Less than 2 minutes for me to set this up on my Stream Deck. Perfectly set. So I need it for my Pokemon streaming. This is perfect for like a desk cam. The camera's pointing, like you have a little arm that points downward on your desk, or even just tilt it down. It actually is pretty good when you just tilt it downwards and just crop out your monitor. It does the job well. Although I would recommend a higher quality camera like the Facecam 4K or a equivalent camera that has a high resolution, because you're probably going to crop down or zoom in based off of how far your desk is from the camera. You would need a higher resolution at 1080 if you want to stream at 1080 for that. But it depends on your use case. Maybe some people like it if it just shows it, and that's good enough. Especially when you have the frame that will, in the camera hub that lets you do your own framing, which is very nice. You know what? It is so hot right now. We may need to end the stream early because I'm literally burning under this face mask, and I need to drink water. Let's take a water break again. This is why we can't do Facecam streams. It is too hot. You only get so much of Browntul when it's very hot. It also doesn't help that it's in the summertime. The Ash Blossom Glaze is crazy. Oh, do you want to see it again? God has joined us on the Twitch, so we have to show the Ash Blossom Glaze right here, even in full screen. Right here, full screen. Ash Blossom permanently on the screen forever. This is exactly what Ash Blossom wanted. Just a full. This is not me glazing to get more overlays. Right? Right? See, as you can tell, Wasabi, I keep good relations with my contacts so that we have opportunities to do stuff. Yes, you're welcome. Welcome, Browntul. So cool. But yeah, that is the you can see that is what the Facecam is capable of. And having that directly controlled by Stream Deck leads to a lot of endless possibilities. And hopefully that means that you will buy one. Please buy. I get no commission, but you could buy one. You can't use it on IRIAM though. So those of you that were interested in using this on IRIAM, good luck with that one, because IRIAM does not support face cams. But they do support microphones and with just microphones. I guess that was yesterday's stream. Yesterday's stream was very IRIAM friendly because we were just talking about audio the whole time. Today is much more Twitch friendly with the camera stuff. But on Friday we'll come back and do. I want to give you commission. Well, if you want to give me commission, you have to give me points on IRIAM. That's the only way it counts toward our IRIAM goal, in which Elgato will be compelled to give me another Stream Deck and Stream Deck faceplates to do some more extra stuff with it. Some more experiments that I think you all will be very excited about. But you have to do it on IRIAM. So you can download IRIAM with the IRIAM app here. IRIAM command just for you. IRIAM. Okay? Download IRIAM, send points, help us get first place. And or ban words. You can ban words with 200 points, by the way, which hasn't happened yet. Actually, someone did send 300 points, but they were very nice. Teeth was very nice to not make me have banned words. I can do this full explanation without banning anything. I know Snart and 2% Milk have been very nice to us in our IRIAM chat as well. And I want to thank them for sticking around despite the fact that we have no visual for them for today's presentation. But that hopefully this nice audio quality has helped. Oh, it looks like we have God joining us on IRIAM, I believe, soon. There's God. God has joined us on IRIAM. It's so nice to see you. Well, we're gonna take this time. I think we're gonna take around 15 minutes, and we can answer some questions about the setup that we have here, and just anything about Stream Deck, even like audio related stuff. Any questions that we have on that, let me know in either the Twitch chat or the IRIAM chat. And we'll conclude the stream at 11:30 because I'm getting tired. This is a lot of effort. I think the face mask is what causes all this the effort, I think. But for those that wonder, like, being a VTuber versus being a flesh tuber, that's what the VTubers call them, like what the biggest difference is, I think the big part is being on camera all the time. Not everyone actually likes being on camera for longer periods. For some, it's like a natural thing, but it's a very subconscious thing to have that on. And so that's why you have a lot of streamers, especially during the pandemic era, use a PNG. And that's what you have on there, on the right. That's my PNG. Where did Browntul go? Well, there's no tracking when you have a face mask on, so it doesn't work. Sorry, God. But you'll have the turtle back tomorrow when we talk about the Stream Deck Mobile and virtual Stream Deck. But that's why a lot of people just use a PNG or an avatar. Like, you don't have to worry about your surroundings and everything just works. You just wear whatever you want, and have whatever you want on your desk. So, I will show you one thing that is really cool. So, here's my. Oh, well, if we can zoom out here. Here's my desk again, right? If we close this, wow. Now you might ask, what just happened? Well, that is actually the right here. You see that that's closed. So if you view this, it's closed. Right? You don't see anything. I can open and close. Oh, well, it's hard to do it with my hand. But you can see that I could close this. This is so scuffed now. Yeah. So in case you can't tell, that was a privacy shutter. And you can close that. And you literally cannot see anything. And now I have no idea what I'm looking at because I've just manipulated the camera so much. What the heck? Adjust the camera a little bit. That was a big camera. Want to see me hold up a big camera? Well, now I don't even know what camera angle I was using. Oh God, this is what happens when I close, like I touch the angle. I have to be careful not to dox myself. Oh, just so much glare on this. This is the. I will not get in trouble for this. There we go. This is the Razer Kiyo camera. Which was a camera I used, but just did not work half the time, which is unfortunate. But it's a nice camera. It is a nice camera. I gotta admit that. But it doesn't work half the time, and so that's why I think the Elgato Facecam works a lot more reliable for me, and that's really what matters more for me. The uptime of the camera is more reliable than this Razer camera that doesn't seem to work half the time. And actually, now I realize the Razer camera is competing with my Facecam, which is why there's some lag. That doesn't work all the time. But you get the point, right? So Here, I'll even show this again, kind of closer. So, once again, just like that, privacy shutter. So that's a very, very big deal for a lot of people. They don't want their camera to be exposed, like someone gets access to the camera, and they don't want to unplug the camera. Well, now you have a privacy shutter to just like close it up. Oh, thanks for the sunbathing, Shiratsu. God, appreciate it. And so it's all covered. That's I think that's convenient, don't you think? But let me know what you think. I'm sure that's very useful. I think it's more useful on laptops. And people have privacy shutters on their laptop camera, but it's very relevant for desktop too. Sometimes you just, you're done with everything, you just want to close it up. So there's all of that. Anyway, let's bring back the Ash background. Any other questions that we can answer? Please put in the chat what you think. The more questions, the better. Especially if you have any questions about IRIAM and Elgato and their partnership. If there's any questions on that, or just how you can use Elgato products on your IRIAM streams, even on your Twitch streams. This is a pretty good example as well. There's so many things happening on my screen though that I can't pay attention. I kind of just want to look at the turtle. I'll be honest. I really just want to see. Look at that turtle. It was just like sitting here. I love this turtle. Right in the edge of the stream deck. We could look at that all day. But this is basically the setup, I suppose. This is the classic Facecam setup. Works out of the box. Comes with nice backgrounds. You can make your own background. Or we can stare at my face for 8 minutes. Apparently, people really like my face. A question that comes up a lot is whether my face actually shows up elsewhere. It is actually on Twitter, but I don't think people watched the video I posted those many months ago, so they never saw my face. But then before that, I also used my face for a Valorant tournament, my name, image, and likeness, I suppose. And so that was also a thing. I hope Elgato and IRIAM continue to collab. Is that so? I think there's a lot of I think there's a lot of the potential when it comes to the audio products that they have. And I think there's a very big opportunity if they can do a setup where if you connect... See, okay, I'm sure John Elgato, Julian, Mr. Julian is not... Julian Fest is our John Elgato, I guess. You know how you have John IRIAM? John Elgato is Mr. Julian. He's a very cool guy. Shows up on a stream now and then, and we very much adore him and his passion for Elgato. Hopefully he's not listening to my brand new idea. IRIAM people have their phone, right? Their phone is plugged in to a mixer, but not everyone has a mixer, right? They have to buy a Yamaha mixer, which is the recommended mixer. The Yamaha AG03, 06, 09, 05. There's like a whole series of them, but they're very expensive. And there's no good way to control your audio directly in your phone. At least there's no one-stop answer to this. There's so many solutions, and you just have to hope it works. If Elgato made a mixer that plugged in directly to your phone on USB-C, and you can adjust the volumes of everything within one central console, kind of like the Wave XLR. If they did something like that, they would gain a lot of IRIAM customers in Japan and in America when this comes out. I feel like there's an opportunity there. So basically a mixer for your phone. Plug it in, it gives power to your phone, and you can get your music plugged in, You can have your mic plugged in. You have your earbuds in your ear for feedback. Now, actually, high key, I think I just described. I have basically literally described the XLR Pro. Hold on, let me see. Is it the Wave XLR? I opened Chrome and I was like, what am I looking up? 1 second. Let me make sure I get the right thing. I think I literally just described the Wave XLR Pro. Here it is. And you have the inputs. Oh, the only thing missing is the line outs. You would still need to get an adapter for your phone. But I think this is literally the answer. This is $349 though, and meant for professional podcasts. They're probably, you see, if they made a Wave XLR Neo that worked with your phone, that would sell. That would 100% sell. You know, Japan's team was in my city for training. Japan's team, like the Elgato team, was in your city. Is that a true story? Is the Wasabi? If I understood your comment correctly. And we got Marley joining us on IRIAM. That's so cool. Oh, FIFA. Oh my goodness. Oh, Wasabi is so focused on on FIFA right now. Yes, it is the World Cup. I actually meant to message Wasabi on what teams I should look out for. I subscribed to a free trial of YouTube TV, so I can watch the NBA Finals from my room. But also, I can watch the entirety of pool play on my phone until the playoffs, and all the playoffs are on Fox, so it's over-the-air TV. So it bridges the gap for me to get there. I just don't know what to watch, except for, I guess, Team USA. And you want to join my bracket group? What, fantasy? I don't have time to join fantasy in 30 minutes. Is that okay? that seems like a difficult ask. I could try. We'll see. We'll see if I have time. I don't know if I have time to do that. But USA is not good. Okay. Hey, I don't know anything about the footballs, so I don't know who's good, who's not good, but it'll be good to know. Yeah, good to know all these things. Okay. Well, we're starting to hit the end of our stream here. So they've never won a World Cup. What if they do win the World Cup? You see, we said the same thing about hockey. Like, they haven't won gold in hockey in so many years, and then they beat Canada, and then everyone was excited, saying that USA's future is now. So you never know. Right? You never know, Wasabi. But what do I know? I'm more of a basketball, baseball person. So I know a little bit more about the strengths of the countries there. Not too much with soccer. So it'll be fun to watch all the games, I suppose. There's just some I've got to watch. I'll eat a box of nails. What if the men's US team wins the World Cup? Okay, well, we're going to lock that in text then. God says that the box of nails will be eaten if Team USA wins the FIFA World Cup. What can I say? France, Spain, Argentina. I see. Okay, good to. I will remember that. I'll see if I can catch some of the games there. But that's gonna be it for us here on the special day today, the veiled reveal on day 3. I want to thank all of the people that joined us on a Twitch stream. You will never see my face again until, I mean, I don't even know what's the circumstance what I'll do with Facecam other than please buy Elgato products or please send me gifts on IRIAM. We're at 26,000 though. You want to see the leaderboard? Let's take a look at the leaderboard. So, as you can see on the leaderboard, the little status update here. If this camera knows how to focus, one of the downsides of. Okay, this is the one. Okay, this works. So right now we're at 26,410 points, equivalent to $264. Second place is Celeste. We have Nyx right behind us. Captain Agito, Melmo is there. And if we are top 2 by the end of the event on June 15th, which also is our live 2D model reveal, then we will get a stream deck and the faceplates that you can win if you are the top gift subber on Twitch or the top 3 gifters on IRIAM. So let's, before you all are like, oh, we're way in the lead, the lead is not safe. Trust me. The last day is the most critical day of our Donathon. I hope you all can come in and support us there. It's going to be very, very important for us to work very hard and try to get the very, very top. So hope you all can join me for that. We also will have more streams for every day after. We have on Friday at nighttime. You see the schedule right here. We're going to have the talk about the virtual Stream Deck and Stream Deck Mobile. On Saturday, we'll talk a little bit about the HD60X. And then on Sunday, we're going to have 2 special streams. We have a stream with Mycena's Cottage. When we're talking about PR, I'm going to show her how to use a Stream Deck Mini. And then we're going to have Mycena's Cottage name every Elgato product without knowing what they are. And then later that night, we'll have the song collab with Humi Subaru exclusively on IRIAM. And then on Monday, that's the live 2D model reveal and the last day of the event. I hope you can support me in those events. Let's go ahead and see who we can raid now. Got a couple of options here. Let's go ahead and give a raid to and go to Virexi. Virexi's playing some Slay the Spire. Oh, Renaza's here. I'm gonna say hello to Renaza. How's Renaza doing? Does anyone want to tell Renaza why there's no turtle on the screen? Wink, wink, wink. We're about to end the stream on Twitch. See, wink, wink, wink. You're missing out on this amazing thing that's happening on Twitch right now. This exclusive content that we're about to end by sending off this raid. Here's the raid message, everyone, on Twitch. And if you're subbed like a good person, you get a Killjoy turtle. And if you watch 2 hours of the Twitch stream, you get an exclusive badge. So hopefully you enjoy the badge. But we're about to end now. Thank you very much. Let's start the raid. See you later, everyone. See you later. The stream is ending. Oh, I'm just kidding. I'll wait. I'll wait for Renaza for a little bit. We did a stream where we talked about Facecam, and we have a bunch of different backgrounds, and we ended up with Ash in the background. So inspirational. But it's time to move on now. So, AKA, it's time to go to work. So we have to end. Oh yeah, Renaza has joined us. There's Renaza here. Just for Renaza, we're gonna pin Renaza's comment on the screen. Oh, we need to pin a God's comment, right? God. Oh, I can't scroll that far back anymore, so I can't do that. But I should have pinned God's comment on eating nails if Team USA wins. But that's a later problem. I did it. Very good, Renaza. Okay, well, copy the raid message. We're gonna conclude on Twitch, and then we'll wrap it up on IRIAM right after. But I appreciate everyone for joining us. Tomorrow, we'll talk about Stream Deck Mobile and Virtual Stream Deck. I hope you can join me then. See you then. Take care, everyone. All right, friends. Bye-bye. Keep holding this bye-bye. Oh, I need to copy the raid message, actually. Like a good person. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.